live?
Yes, yes.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Turquoise Skies. Matthew James here, and I'm with Devin Edison.
Hello, everyone.
It's Boys' Day. Yeah, the girls are out.
Check.
What?
I'm getting it.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Can everybody hear us? Hi, Debbie. We were having some technical difficulties. Sorry about being late. You know us.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Welcome back. We're going to continue our T.Skies weekend, Black Weekend, and we're going to continue to honor the 30% off sale that we started last week. And so everything here today is 30% off.
Yes, yes.
So welcome back. Hello, everyone. If you've been here before, you know how this works. If you haven't been here before, then welcome. Welcome to T.Skies. And we're doing a jewelry show for you today. We've got several pieces. I think we've got 9 or 10 pieces today. We've got some vintage rings. If you see something you like, please leave a comment below and say you'd like it, and you can buy it. If you buy it, then we can email you an invoice and we'll ship it to you. You can call us here at the store, 505-862-9443. We've got Diego Diaz on the phones, and I hope everyone's safe and healthy out there. We're doing our best. I don't know if you can see, but we put a plexiglass screen between us, Devin and I, so we're trying to maintain the 6 feet of distance everywhere we go, and if not, then we've got a wall. So we can't really interact with each other, but
It's almost see-through. It's just like you see that little piece of wood and then like a random line.
yeah.
Yep.
Happy Tuesday. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tina. Crystal, Terry, Patrick. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, everybody.
We've got some nice pieces today. These pieces actually came from an estate sale. We work with a couple other vendors that specialize in some things, and we do jewelry repairs for there's a couple groups that do estate sales, and when they find the vintage pieces, we get hooked up with the vintage pieces that come from those sales that they can't really do much with, and if they need jewelry repair, then we can do some repair for them. And also some of our newer contemporary pieces, they're interested in selling at their estate sales, so we kind of do some trade. And today we've got some vintage pieces from an estate sale in Ohio, so check these out. These are new to us, but they're fairly older pieces. I think they range mostly between the maybe late 70s, I think early 80s to probably mid 90s. There might be a couple older pieces in here that the collector had, like this one, but I'm seeing most of them are like late 80s, early 90s. So let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So number 1. Got 5 pieces over here on my side. We've got this old natural stone shadow box. It's kind of a shadow box rope wire design. Let's see if we can't get that on camera. Yeah, see that? Oh, let me switch these blocks here. Get a nice tall block. There we go. Put the focus a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's one of these things too. Oh, there was one.
This is a handmade. It looks like a Navajo design. 3-drop rope wire shadow box. And what I mean by shadow box is you have this stone laid in the middle, and then there's a little bit of a gap between the stone and this outer border. The rope wire appears to be hand twisted, and then the piece was finished off. I don't know what you would have as the top or the bottom with these 3 beads. And these, yeah, a lot of artists, what they'll do, and you can tell these are handmade because they're not perfectly the same size. When you get machine bought drops or machine drop beads, they're usually exactly the same size, and then it's super uniform. A lot of times when you're making your piece and you're cutting silver to make like the back plate, which is going to be this part down here that the stone is laying on, you have a little bit of scrap. So it's nice to cut them into some little the scraps into little bits. They're about the same size, and then you put your torch on it and it balls up into a little bead like that. And so the artist is basically using all of his material and finishing off the piece with those 3 beads. So
Do you know what type of turquoise that is?
I don't. If I had a guess, I'd say Pilot Mountain. But I don't have any literature, and I didn't buy this directly from the artist. This was a trade that we did with another seller that does estate sales, and in their auction houses and stuff that they do, they don't really do as well with some of these older pieces. Their people want the new stuff, and so we give them some new stuff. Our artist makes some new stuff for them, and they give us some of their older pieces. And I think it's cool to see some of these older pieces on our shows. This piece is adjustable. If you can see the back side here, it is a split shank, and the pieces split into 2, which merge into 1 single band, and then that single band fits right down the center of the split.
That's cool.
So it can be adjusted. It's a size 5, but it's between a size 5 and a size 7. So, yeah. This piece was retailing in the shop for $99 or $100. Sorry. And because everything's on 30% off today, this piece will be $70 today.
Oh yeah, good prices today.
Yep. Good prices.
Yep.
$80 for ring number 1, and the sizes can go from size 5 to 7, right?
That's right, about 5 to 7. We have it marked as a 6+, but right now it is a size 5. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
There you go. We're right at the 5. All right. Any questions? Pretty.
All right, Dixie. We'll see you later.
Oh, where do you see that?
She says she'll be back later, interested in the last few rings.
Oh.
Okay. Moving on to our next piece. This turquoise Marco is probably from Lower Nevada. I think it could be confused as Royston. I think it would probably be from the Cheyenne mine, which is on that Royston belt down in southern Nevada.
Okay. Is this one another natural stone, or
It is a
this...
natural stone, yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I can see the Royston confusion with it.
Yeah.
What makes you think it's not Royston?
Because I've seen this pale color a lot, which actually Cheyenne is in the Royston district. So you could technically call it Royston because it's in the Royston district, but there's several mines and several claims along those mountain chains or in that area, southern Nevada. And I've seen this particular color quite a bit from this turquoise mine that's called Cheyenne turquoise. This is a little bit newer piece. I would say this would be early 2000s. This stone is naturally set when a flat bezel, sterling silver bezel. When we set our pieces here, the new pieces that we do, I like using fine silver with the setting. It just makes it a lot easier. This piece is with sterling. You can see the tarnishing and some of the solder coming up the sides a little bit, and the way the discoloration happens, it's got to be sterling. Obviously, the rest of it is sterling. It's marked sterling. We've got a machine twisted. I think that's machine twisted. Yeah. Machine twisted wire. Look at the difference between that first one. I'm not trying to downplay the second piece. It's a beautiful stone. It's a lot bigger. But do you see the rope wire?
Oh yeah.
Not,
you
I mean,
can
this,
get a tightrope by like that same tightness.
you can, yeah, but okay. So let's not look at the size of the rope. I probably should be a little more particular, but maybe like the uniformity of the. So maybe this isn't the best example to compare to. Maybe if we had two ropes that were the same tightness, it'd be better to compare. But you can kind of see that handmade element in this first one, And the second one, it's so perfectly uniform that it just feels like it was probably done by a machine. But you can buy that at jeweler stores like Thunderbird. There's a jewelry store that we go to called Thunderbird. Rio Grande Jeweler Supply, Stuller. There's a lot of jewelry supply places you can get prefabricated twisted wire, and I believe that's probably where the piece like this came from. Yeah, this is a nice ring. It's nice natural stone, really high set. You can see how high that is. It's gonna fit on my pinky. There you go.
Nice.
My pinky's a size 5.
Linda, yes, all the invoices from yesterday's sales, we are still trying to get to them. We're just trying our best to be able to get through them. So just keep an eye on your emails, and you'll receive an invoice maybe today. If not, then hopefully tomorrow.
And what was the size on that one?
This is a size 5. Size of my pinky. Size 5. Retailing for $180.
Matt, with that 30% off, that gives us a price of $126.
$126 for piece number 2. It's heavier than the first piece for sure, and if you look at the band,
Yeah,
it's a thick
tapered band.
thick
Yep.
tapered band. If you see the difference there, so it is heavier ring. So they're both sterling silver. Look at the difference in the color. Do you see the difference in the color of the silver? Can you see that? This one, this number 2 has a little bit of a yellow hue to it,
That's what I was seeing. I was noticing that.
and this one has a little bit of a blue hue. Sterling silver is 92.5% silver. Different silver manufacturers that process, and the foundries that process the silver and make the alloys, sometimes can have a little bit different of a formula. Now they're both sterling, but they're both 92.5% silver. The other 7.5% is usually copper. So this piece right here, this is a pretty standard copper sterling silver. I'm thinking this piece might have been scrap that was melted down maybe, and it's a little more purified.
Yeah, because it burns off all that extra stuff.
Right, a lot of the copper will burn off. So this one might be like a 90. You wouldn't know that just by looking at stuff, but when we look at silver every day, you kind of tell. This one might be 95% silver. This is probably standard sterling 92.5. Whenever you remelt material and make new material, you get, it kind of goes back to it purifies the silver. So just a interesting.
And it could do with like the age too, because you're saying that larger one is probably 2000s and the other one was around the 80s.
Yeah, I would still say there's some. I mean, look, you'll see all these other ones too. Like they're going to have that yellower hue. It's this back one in particular that it just is a tinge cooler, a tinge lighter. I totally just messed the order of these up, I think.
You just have to tell me the SKU.
Which makes me think that this was completely hand fabricated by melting down silver scrap and forging a ring out of it. So I mean, maybe this one is only $70, but I just know as from seeing a lot of pieces that how much time went into this first piece, because the artist probably wanted to save the scrap and melted it down and made a completely new ring out of the scrap. It's pretty cool. Okay. Moving on to number 3. Let me just make sure that that's the right one. Number 3, Devin, is that what you have? 120? Yep.
Believe so, yeah.
Number 3
Yeah, that's right.
is a larger ring.
Soul.
Soul.
Number 2, Nancy, or which one? Let us know.
Are you saying sold for number 2?
Or are you saying soul, like, give us some soul?
Marco's got the soul voice.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got, Nancy, we've got number 1, number 2, and then number 3 is the last one I just pulled up. Did you want one of these pieces?
Gosh, I do like number 2 a lot. That's a great stone.
I mean, yeah, look at the size of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring it back. Let us know, Nancy, if you're interested in that piece.
Well, I should write your name on here and we'll put us.
Alright, 2.
Number 2.
All right, cool.
All right, number 2.
You got it, Nancy.
Congratulations, Nancy. This piece is yours. Devin's gonna put this piece aside for you, and
Oh, it has a soul. Oh, I guess she meant to type soul. I thought she was
Oh.
trying to type sold.
hold on, Devin.
Hmm.
She was typing sold, not sold.
Oh,
There we
it
go.
has soul. Let
Okay,
us know.
let's
We might
move
be a
on.
little confused.
Let's move on to number 3. This is appears to be a cast band.
It kind of looks kind of cast.
Sterling silver. Beautiful blue turquoise. I'm thinking Kingman. Could be
All right.
Sleeping Beauty. It could be.
Nancy did want it. Congrats, Nancy.
Congrats, Nancy. Sorry about the confusion. Ding ding. Do it again.
This one's nice, yeah.
Could very well be Sleeping Beauty turquoise.
It looks like it. It doesn't have like that.
Doesn't
I
have a
feel
lot of
like
matrix.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Kingman I've seen that always confuses me with Sleeping Beauty. Because I get confused between the two pretty often, but that one reminds me of those Sleeping Beauty earrings we had on the cyber sale yesterday. Just by the color. It looks great.
Great color. That's one of the most sought after colors there. That like robin's egg blue.
Mm-hmm.
Middle Easterners love their turquoise this color, but they also love to have pure turquoise without any spots or matrix. That's what sells the best. In America, we like our character.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to have just that little touch of something going on. It gives it its uniqueness and its character.
That seems to be bleeding into like gemstones too. Like you see a lot more diamonds with inclusions in them being sold more often, and I think that's like taking part from how we view our stones here.
Yeah, I think just a cultural thing. I like it all.
Yeah, we as jewelers we appreciate every part of it.
Yep, we always certainly do.
Okay, we've got it's about 3/4 of an inch long, the stone. It is a larger size. I see it's marked as a size 11.5. So it's about 11. I can squeeze it to 11.5 if I push on it. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a size 11. It's gonna,
Okay.
fits me very nicely. A little big for my ring finger.
Look at Trudy plugging us already.
Thank you, Trudy.
Gosh, the price on
Yeah.
this one's amazing too.
Yeah, the price on this one's really good, especially for Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which is pretty sought after. Retail price on this was $120.
30% off takes it to $84.
$84.
Number 3.
We're not gonna be able to make this any smaller.
And keep the same price, yeah.
We could make it smaller and do a jewelry repair, and what we'll need to do is we'll have to cut out a piece of the band and shrink it, put it together, and resolder it. It's not going to be an easy fix. It's going to be an additional charge if you want to have that one sized. Some of the pieces we can size one size up or so, but to do this one, it's going to be a little bit labor intensive. So if you want that, also when you're doing a ring repair, I don't know if everybody knows this, but we do it with heat with the torches, right? Well,
Yep.
when you heat it up, you can't have the stone in there because the heat will hurt the stone. So what we have to do is you have to take the stone out, and then cut it. And then you have to get the stone back in, and it's a little bit more tedious of a process. Now, we didn't make this ring here. Like I said before, this was from a sale, an estate sale, and we did some trade. If I don't know the artist and who did it, I don't know exactly how they got this stone in there. If they used some kind of adhesive behind it. A lot of the Navajo techniques is putting sawdust behind it. I don't know what they did. So not knowing what they did could change things. If it's sometimes people use a super strong glue, and if we're trying to take that stone out and the glue's holding it in place, that could be an issue, and it's just a can of worms. So if you would like it sized, we'll have to talk after the show. But right now the price on this piece, size 11, is what'd you say, Marco? $84? $84 after the 30% off.
I think we have some of those ring stands in the drawers.
I got a little one right here.
Oh, sure.
There you
That
go.
works.
Rotate. We need a turntable like those, like on QVC.
I know, we need that little, we could buy one off Wish or something.
Yeah. Okay, that was number 3. Moving on to number 5. I think this is the
Number
oldest.
4.
Number 4.
Number 4. I guess 4 comes after 3, huh?
Sorry, you got us to keep you on track.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a little heavier. A split shank band. Nice. I would say this was Kingman nugget. Nice little nugget there. Pretty simple. I mean the turquoise is the whole statement there when you're wearing this piece. It's a little tight on that finger. There we go. This is a size 9 turquoise stone. That's beautiful. It looks even better on the finger.
Yeah.
It's got a nice high set.
I always like to see like nuggets set where they're not perfectly finished and you can see some of that like natural essence to it. Especially if it has like beautiful matrixing. Like that one's got really dark matrixing, which is, I don't know. I don't know how common that is in Kingman, but that's something I don't see too often.
So this is a common of the old Kingman mine. So there's 4 mountains in the Kingman that we call Kingman. And there's a bunch of different claims, veins, and Kingman is just spreads all over the place. And if you don't know what something is, sometimes you just say Kingman because Kingman can look like anything. There are four mountains. There's Little Kingman, Ithaca Peak, and Turquoise Mountain. Sometimes they're called from being from one of those mines individually, but usually people just lump them up as Kingman. And then there's quite a few veins. What I mean by veins is just there's a place where the turquoise is forming, and they'll follow along where it's forming. And as it's forming and you mine it, it changes as you're digging through it. It's not like you're in a hole with a pick. A lot of this stuff is mined with explosives, and you'll blow up a section and along that vein of where it is, it could be a little bit different. It could be more water's getting to it. It could be there's more metals in the earth around that area. Maybe
Different minerals around it, yeah.
And a lot of times you can see where the mine is because of the matrix in it. Not just the patterning or the color of the turquoise, but the matrix, which is this mother stone here, this host rock is what they call it too. The type of color and sediment that's inside of it can help you determine about where it came from, because maybe this was that darker color could be certain composition of the earth that's in that area. You can say that it's maybe from this area. The price, you ask, Catherine. Good question. I'm glad you asked. Sometimes I get off on my tangents about turquoise and stuff, and I know I probably I should just get to the prices. Retail price on this is $160. It's on sale today for $112.
$112 for ring number 4.
$112 for ring number 4. Love number 1 and number 3. Perfect, Beth says. Would you like to purchase those, Beth?
Let's show them off one more time, just together.
Let's do 1 and 3.
Yeah, oh, 3, so gorgeous. Number 1 definitely has that vintage feel, and like just talking about it, I could see it being made from scrap and like melted down. Cause there's ways to, like, whenever you make rings or like wire, you use a draw plate, and there's different techniques to do it. You can literally make everything from scratch. And I could see that one being that. Definitely the bead shot and the wire for sure, but it's always hard to tell what the process is since we don't know the artist. Alright.
Okay, moving on. Let's go to
Number
number 5.
Ooh,
This
that's
is-
one big chunk of
Yeah, that's
turquoise.
It's a nice
that
little
one's
nugget.
cool,
This is probably the oldest piece in the batch.
and that looks pretty natural.
It's natural for sure.
What kind do you think it is?
Okay, there are a few mines in Colorado that have a green hue like this. There's also, Royston is known for green stuff. I don't think it's Royston, but it could be. There's also a mine that was mined out called Ajax that looks a lot like this.
Hmm.
It could also be Cerrillos, which has green stones like this, which is a mine in New Mexico. The oldest turquoise mine, actually. Well,
Oh, wow.
I guess all the mines, I'm sure, are
The same age, so
same,
just like.
pretty old. But the Native
Full
Americans in
ideas.
the area used to hand mine the Cerrillos mine in New Mexico, and that was a source of that commodity of turquoise, which was traded all over the Southwest. You find stones from Cerrillos in Mexico with the Mexican tribes that would trade their goods and their art and their wares to the Pueblo and the Anasazi people up here in northern New Mexico. And yeah, I think this piece very well could be Cerrillos. I'm thinking most likely Ajax. Could be Royston. It could be from a couple mines in Colorado. Now the green color. What makes the turquoise green? Does anybody know?
Not here.
Still trying to understand
I'm
that.
hiding in the back for this one.
So there's a couple reasons turquoise is green. One reason is if you think about what's in turquoise, a big part of turquoise is copper. And if you've ever had a copper bracelet and worn a copper bracelet, what color does it turn your skin when you wear it and you sweat?
Turns green.
It turns green. And so one of the reasons it turns green, and this might not be this piece, but the copper in it, if the oils from your finger, if you touch it a lot, it will turn the turquoise green over time. And yes, Jaron, you're correct. That's the other reason. A lot of the stones that are naturally mined and have this green color, which I believe that this is more of that natural green color, is the composition of the metals that are around the area that the turquoise was forming in. And if you get a lot of iron in the earth around where this turquoise was mined, it tends to have this greener color. There's more iron in the turquoise. If you get a lot of aluminum in the earth, you get this this bluer color.
Yeah, I know that most turquoise is aluminum based, like primarily, and oh gosh.
So this is more of an iron base turquoise. There's iron in Cerrillos and that Ajax mine we were talking about. In southern Nevada, there's a lot of iron, so therefore that whole Royston belt, you see a lot of natural greens coming out of that area. So pretty cool.
And we didn't get the size on that one quite
We
yet.
don't. It's a size 9.
Oh, it's a good size.
Nice old size 9 vintage ring. I think this would be the 70s or early 80s. If I had to guess. I don't have documentation on it or anything. This is a Nakai ring.
Oh wow.
Gilo Nakai is the artist's name, and that is his signature on it. He's been making jewelry. He made jewelry heavily in the 1970s, a little bit before that time, and he's still around today. And
How do you spell Nakai? I always mess it up.
N-A-K-A-I.
AI.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, size 6. And the price?
Which size 9 or 6?
Size 9.
Okay.
This piece is retailing in the gallery for $180. We are doing a sale, 30% off today.
So that comes down to $126.
$126 for this old green turquoise piece. Isn't that crazy? The difference in turquoise. I mean, these are both turquoise stones. And just the difference in the color. Even the major. Do you see all these nice little pock marks? The little tan
Yeah, it's like a
Adobe
little,
pock marks.
it's like slightly porous, but that could come from the wear, like from wearing it, or it could be the natural. We don't know. That's the cool part about it.
Turquoise is a very porous stone, and that's where. That's one of the reasons they used stabilizers on it. The ancient Egyptians used to put beeswax on their turquoise to plug the holes and keep it that same color over time. That was the first instance of turquoise stabilization.
And I think Casey and Robbie want that one.
But you want it. Whose is it? Who said it first?
It was
Oh, Casey and Robbie.
Yeah,
They're the
Casey
same
is
person.
one person, yeah.
Is
The
that yours,
shared.
Casey? All right. Congratulations, Casey and Robbie.
Ring that bell.
All right, ring the bell.
All right, congrats.
There we go.
And Kathleen, we had mentioned number 3 that it's a size 11. We can't really size it down, but if you do purchase a ring from us and you want it to be sized, you can purchase it and then talk, or any of your jewelry really. We do repairs, so.
We can size it. It's just going to be an upcharge for the sizing of this piece if that's what we want. We're going to have to take out some material. We have to take out the stone.
Finish it.
Refinish it. It's going to be a thing. Congratulations, Casey, again, and Robbie, to the both of you and your beautiful new ring.
So I guess we're on to Devin's side now, number
Yep.
6.
Now we're on my side. On to number 6.
Number 6.
A nice good little triangle ring here. And is a size 9 on it. And I believe that the stone itself. Now I'm going to take a wild guess here. Not Cerritos. Ooh, man, that's always
It's
bad
always
at these.
tough when we don't know where it came from when we're guessing by the turquoise fingerprint. If you want to know a little bit more about turquoise, if you just go to Google and type in turquoise value or what is turquoise worth, any term with turquoise, we're probably number 1 or number 2 on Google for that. And we do have some blog posts and some writing and some pictures and things that you can find about turquoise. And even when we see turquoise every day, I've been looking at turquoise every day for at least 15 years. I mean, even before that, but really in the jewelry industry, looking at turquoise every day. And still, we look at a stone like this and say, I'm not going to say a particular mine, but I will say probably Lower Nevada.
Probably.
Southern Nevada.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of green at the bottom there. Just,
Yeah, I
just
see
a
that,
tiny bit.
that green.
Yeah.
I also see up here in the top right. You see that up there? I'll show everybody on camera. This little area right here. This kind of hints, like if you were to cover everything up and just see that little piece right there, you'd almost start looking at the kind of that number 8 pattern, but it's definitely not when you see the whole thing.
See, when I look at it, I see like a Royston almost, because it almost has like that slight change into a little bit of a green.
Yep.
But is Royston also Nevada?
Yep, Royston is Southern Nevada, so you're spot on right there. There are a string of claims and mines all around Royston, and it's even considered the Royston district, where there is tons of little micro mines and what they call hat mines. You might hear that word hat mine sometimes. Hat mine was a term given to a turquoise claim that someone made, and they thought there's going to be a lot of turquoise, but it ends up it wasn't, and it was enough turquoise that could fit in your hat.
Oh.
So they call it a hat mine. And there's all kinds of little pockets like that they don't really, a lot of them don't have their own name of that turquoise, but we just call them Southern Nevada.
Yeah, that's
So
gorgeous.
this could be Royston, this could be, most likely I would say Southern Nevada. Just that green color to it. There's a lot of iron down there, as we've learned, contributes to that greener hue. And yeah,
And what did you say the size was on that one, Devin?
The size was a size 9 on it.
Gosh, I love that stone. It's got like that white host stone to it too, which is really just, I think it just balances the blue so nicely.
and how much is that, Devin?
Let's see, it was originally $160, but with the discount today, it's gonna be
112.
$112.
That's a big stone too.
Oh yeah, it is one good big stone on it.
You know what? That'll fit me. I can probably put that on and show it off. Size 9. Yep, fits my ring finger.
Cool.
There we go.
I always like the triangular stones because they have that point to them, so it's like just like pointing out of your finger, which is nice.
Yeah, same
And
here.
It always has like a direction that you would wear it at.
Oh yeah.
It also gives you this unique feel. You know, a lot of mass production jewelry has standard cut cabs. They're not freeform, and to me, I see as a triangular cut or a unique cut like this, and it just screams, "Hey, that's a unique. That's not mass produced. That's a piece of art."
Mm-hmm.
At time you cannot make it into that price.
Yeah, silver's still high, right? I haven't looked at the prices in a while. Let me actually see what it's at.
I'm guessing it's still somewhere around the $24.
Today it was 22.13 yesterday, but today I think it was 24. Got up to 24.30 or something last time I checked.
23.56 right now.
Back down to 23.56. I was looking at maybe 2 hours ago, and it's $24. Alrighty. 112.
For number 6.
Number 6.
Alright, and now on to number 7. We have a nice, good, simple, half-round band ring with a nice, good, simple designs of twist wire and a turquoise. And going to try it once again to guess maybe, no, it's not Kingman, but it has that brown matrix on it. Just going to have to say,
Sold number 6 to Cindy.
Cindy, number 6.
alright, Cindy,
Congratulations.
nice. Woo, congrats.
Yay.
Oops.
I'll show off this one.
Yep, the turquoise I'm guessing is going to be not Royston, but it seems like it comes from the Nevada area.
Yeah, I would say that's a good guess. It's another Nevada stone. There's quite a few stones if you move further to the east that start getting a little bluer. That's where you have Easter blue. That could definitely be Easter blue. There's a mine called Emerald Valley that also is from that area that looks like this could be something like that.
Does that one look natural too, or is that stabilized?
Uh,
'Cause I can't tell because it's a little smaller, but
yeah.
it's still really gorgeous.
So there's not a fine line. There's a huge gray area between calling something natural, calling something stabilized, calling something enhanced. The way I see it is, as soon as you pull it out of the earth and you touch it with your finger and it's exposed to the air, it's not as natural as it should be. It's calling it natural. So where do you draw the line? You know, as soon as you start cutting the stone and you're introducing the water and calcium from your water lines, that calcium gets in and into the pores of turquoise. The ancient Egyptians put beeswax on it. Is that natural? No. It's stable. Is it stabilized? It stabilized the color. Then you put oils on it to keep the color good. Is that stabilized? What I've considered natural is anything that you're not putting intentionally putting another compound on it that was intended to stabilize it.
Like particularly like a man-made compound.
Like a man-made compound, an oil or something, even beeswax. As soon as you put beeswax on it, you're stabilizing it.
Manufactured, yeah.
But there really is a line where you, and stable. Most of the turquoise in the world is stabilized. 98%, 99% of the turquoise in the world is stabilized with something. Natural turquoise stones, it's just hard to find something that's gym quality, that's good enough to be setting in a stone without having any kind of help whatsoever. Where stabilized gets a bad name is when people go too far with it. Maybe, I don't want to waste everybody's time today, but maybe I'll do a turquoise show soon and I'll bring up some examples of different levels of stabilization. And you get to a point where the turquoise starts getting treated in different ways. It gets soaked in super glue, gets pressurized with quartz crystals and all kinds of different strategies to make the stone stronger and more vibrant, and then it just starts getting weird. So I think this could be stabilized, but I think there was some kind of oil or some kind of stabilizing agent that was very light on the stone just to kind of keep the color. So
That looks gorgeous.
yeah.
I always love seeing that matrix just in the center. It reminds me of just like a landmass.
This is a small ring. This is a size 6. It's on my pinky. There's a beautiful handmade rope wire border. I would say this is, if I had to guess, from the early 90s or late 80s. It's got a nice patina to it. There's actually some nice patina formation down here.
Hi, man. Hi, Melanie.
Gosh, and the price on this one today is super good too. This Cyber Week.
Cyber Week.
Letting them go.
So after the sale, this piece is $70.
Originally $100, but now $70.
Gosh.
Alrighty. I would say Emerald Valley or Easter Blue on that one probably, but just guessing.
Like we said, we can't tell. We can't know for sure.
Not 100%, but close enough.
Ooh, I'm seeing this one from afar, and I think this is going to be my favorite of the day.
Yeah, so if you wear number 8, then you can be able to see it from a very far distance. And right now, this one is a size 14. So,
Size 14.
Size 14.
yes, it's a size 14 on it.
Really?
Whoa.
I think it is, that's what it said on the tag, but better
Did
check.
it fit you, or was it big when you put it on?
It's a huge one on me. Right now, just dangling on my fingers. And the turquoise on it, ooh. Once again, maybe in somewhere around the Nevada area, it has some nice little green matrix in them, but don't know exactly which mine.
This turquoise. Can I see that other one that we just saw? There's a little bit of a cloudiness to it, and now this doesn't mean in all cases.
Oh, I see
Can you
that.
see how cloudy it is compared to? That is a stabilizing process that it's one of the dead giveaways of a Chinese stabilizing process. Some of the turquoise is taken even from the United States and flown to China and stabilized and shipped right back. And that's definitely a stabilized stone. I don't know where it's from either. It could be Nevada. Yep, size 14. It's
Ooh.
huge.
Wow.
A big one.
Gorgeous ring though. I love that
The design
that
around
bezel
it.
work, yeah, and the design around it. So there's all those different types of wire, and I think some file work, right?
Some file work, some handsaw work. You see the little slits? Little slits here.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was with the jeweler's saw was given a slit. If you see on the back side, you can see the price there was $150. Guess we took the price down before when we put it in our gallery. We priced it at $120, and it is on sale today for $84.
84, yeah.
So no longer $150. It's $84.
$84.
I don't know
for a ring number 8.
GT that signs their name and scratch pen like that. They obviously did a lot of work by hand. I think the craftsmanship is definitely something awesome to look at on
Sold
this.
to Terry.
Sold.
All right, Terry. Congratulations.
It's always nice to see those larger rings go, because
Yep.
that's like a custom size usually.
Yeah, it's hard to find those sizes. We get men that ask for turquoise rings and they just can't find size 14, size 16. We had a size, what? Would that guy come in last year? The big guy?
Oh, the one that just managed to.
Did you make a ring for him?
Yes.
It's like a size 20 or something?
25.
Size 25?
Size
I know-
25.
I know, like, that's pretty close to the world record, like, male ring size, too, because I remember seeing something about it. They're just like,
It's like size 20. I shook the dude's hand, man. He like swallowed me up to my elbow when I was trying to shake his hand. He was a big guy.
those
But
some big fists, some
He was
big
a
mitts.
he was a biker and he was a mechanic and his fingers are all busted and just swollen sausages and yeah, it was
God,
he
that's
was
amazing,
he was super grateful. He wasn't really able to wear rings because his fingers are so big.
And the funny thing is that I can manage to fit my entire hand on that
Yeah,
ring.
it was a baby, it was a baby's wrist.
It's more like a baby's bank roll.
Cool. Well, congratulations, Terry.
Yep, congratulations.
Good to see you as always. Those big rings go pretty quick usually.
Yep.
They're so hard to find, yeah.
What do we have next?
Next is another big ring that has a nice good flank, as you call them on the sites.
Yeah, flanks.
A flank.
Yep, flank with a nice good Kingman turquoise.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
And this one is a size 10 and a half.
Oh, that's good. Is there a maker mark on that one?
Yes, there is. It's H. That's
Hmm.
pretty much it.
There's a lot of H's out there. Yep. We've got some cast elements to this. We've got a split band. I'm not sure about that being Kingman Devon, but I'm not sure. I just don't know. Could be. Kingman does look like a lot of different places.
Ooh. So the flank is just meaning that side part where it just tapers really fast?
Yeah, do you see the inside? You see how there's a split band?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
On the outside of that tapered piece, there is a section right here that is called the flank.
Oh, that's like the one you showed us yesterday, right, Devin? I think you had a piece like that you brought up.
Yep.
Flanks is something that sides the stone or flanks the stone, something that just goes on the side of a center stone. And usually it's decorative and usually to cover up some feature that would rather not be seen. Handmade silver beads at the top. And he probably hand stamped these flanks. He just made a triangle and then he had a repoussé bump out stamp or some kind of chasing tool to bump this out. It's got texture to it.
It's a gorgeous turquoise. It's like sparkly almost. I love the matrixing in that.
Size 10.5.
Right? That's a size 10.5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Stephanie, we've got a size 8 coming up, and I've got a size 6. We do have some size 7s and 8s.
Well, we got 2 adjustable ones.
2 adjustable ones coming up in just a minute.
Yeah, that first one was adjustable, right? And it was,
Yeah,
it
that
could be adjusted to a 7.
number 1 could be a 7. Look at the difference in color of the turquoise.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love number 9. That turquoise just looks so cool.
It's
And
got-
it's not a uniform cut, so it's hand cut really nicely too.
Yeah, square stones are a little more rare. They're hard to standardize. This is a size 10.5. Originally priced at $160.
Going for 30% off, so that brings it down to $112.
$112.
$112. Wow.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. I love that. Very cool ring. And that one looks pretty vintage too, just by looking at the oxidation.
Excuse me. I think that this was chemically oxidized. I think this was made in the 2000s, maybe
Mhm.
even the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
The oxidation. See how it's just kind of the oxidation is in the parts that aren't getting polished.
Mm.
So if you run some polishing wheel over it, you run steel wool on it, you start taking off the tarnish, and you can tell they miss some spots,
Yeah.
right? You see that little spot right up there?
I do like that the four corners of the, like, they polish the four corners of the beads, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, those ones are the most polished of the bead shot, but still, like,
That was probably because the wheel that they're using was
Yeah.
hitting these corners, and then it didn't hit the ends.
it's like what artists say, sometimes, like, mini mistakes are just artist elements, and I love that.
Yep, Susan, that's right. They probably used liver of sulfur on this piece.
Lover of sulfur.
Lover of sulfur.
I don't know how many people love sulfur, but
We can do it here now. We've got a nice hood in our chemistry room.
God, I love liver of sulfur because I'll have to, once we get some, I'd love to do a demo on it because you can actually get super like crazy colors with it and not just black.
Cool.
They better get some pieces ready
Do you
to.
buy raw Bisbee turquoise nugget with pyrite in it? I mean, we have before. We usually work with the mine owners, or we've worked with private turquoise collectors and stuff. And
I haven't seen any Bisbee in a while.
I don't have any right now. I maybe have one or two pieces that have it inside the stone. We've got a bracelet upstairs with it, but our turquoise collection is dwindling because we keep using it in jewelry.
Yeah, we were buying some new stones though, like the ones we just got, the moonstone, the sunstone.
Yeah,
to
making
branch
some
out and
beautiful.
see the
Oh, yeah.
differences. And Bisbee's more of like that mine is like done, right? Have they stopped mining it?
I think there's still some available, but they're not mining it, and I think they've shut it down.
Mm.
It smells terrible. It smells like rotten eggs.
Yeah,
Sulfur.
it's not a fun thing to smell.
Yeah, I always hate those kind of smells and going through that entire thing.
Any oxidation will smell a little funky anyways.
True. All right, so now on to ring number 10. So it's a size 9 on it, a nice good half round split shank,
Half round, is it split? I don't.
or just kind of not a full band.
Yeah, it's a half round band. The split shank I like is see this how they split?
Okay, yeah.
A Y band.
Yep, a nice good twist wire, and it kind of looks handmade, the twist wire. By the
Yeah,
looks
it
of
does look like a handmade twist wire.
Yep, and then the stone, once again, another guess. My guess, I'm just gonna guess Kingman, and it's fractured.
A little bit, yeah. Let me see. It's hard to feel. It looks like there's a matrix line right down the middle. I don't know if you can see that, and it looks like a little bit of a fracture in it. But
Gosh, I don't even. Oh, right across the center.
yeah, if you look real close, there we go. There's a good angle. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is. It's not like it's like there's a crack all the way through it. Like I can't really feel it with my finger, but
That's a curve too. That's a kind of odd way to something to fracture if it is.
But there's a lot of natural fractures in some of these things, and yeah, want to make sure you're completely aware of that if you're gonna buy it. You can't see it most of the time. Look, if I just turn it like a normal angle, you won't be able to see it. We gotta hit that light just right. There we go.
Oh, I see. See if I can see that.
You didn't see it before?
This is a great stone. It looks semi-natural, but yeah, right when you like hit it right at the right light.
Yep.
I still love that stone. It's like that cloudiness that's just like super sweet and just like, I don't know, it makes me, it's like a sweet stone. That's what I think about whenever I see it.
It is a little older. Craftsmanship's wonderful. I really do love that blue, that color of blue.
Do you think that's kind of Kingman?
It looks very Kingman. No, I wouldn't say 100%, but I mean that's a good guess. Size 9. We're gonna do an additional discount on this. We're gonna do 50% off because of that. Can you see that little cracking to it a little bit? Is there a website for the turquoise stuff? Yes. It's TSkies.com. It's our website. There's a link to some guides where we have some Native American hallmarks and signatures, and we've also have some information about turquoise. Or you can just Google what is turquoise worth, how much is turquoise value, any of that kind of thing, and our pages are usually number 1
Yeah.
for those terms.
We do a great blog posts though and great YouTube videos that show quite a bit, but there are some other sources out there for like all the different types of turquoise you can find, but it's kind of
We have
an unknown too. We're always discovering more turquoise.
Yeah.
from some of the turquoise pieces that I've had. For a little while there, I documented, took pictures of them from different mines, so you can see some different turquoise from different mines there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I do like that one. But that was I was gonna say, or do you think it's vintage?
It'd be TSkies.com, COM. Yeah, this is probably 80s. And it was retailing for $120. We're gonna do 50% off on this one and sell it for $60.
Oh wow. Yep.
$60 for ring number 10.
Deal of the day. Size 9 for $60. Sold
Sold,
to Janice
Janice.
Ferguson.
Oh wait, Deborah.
Oh, Deborah got
Deborah
it.
beat it. Oh gosh, that was the last one. You guys came in 1 second before.
Wow.
So,
You guys are
Deborah,
quick.
Congratulations.
congratulations, Deborah.
Yeah. Sorry for those of you who miss out, but by whatever comment comes in first on our side is who it goes to. But there's always going to be more stuff for everybody. So keep looking out there. Great price, though. Great buy. Congrats, Deborah. Gosh, why is it not?
Yeah, I think let me find the link to the turquoise stuff.
I put a link in our blog in there too. Where's my mom calling me?
T.Skies, turquoise.
Yep, that was a great buy, you guys. That was a great buy. So congratulations.
Congratulations. Turquoise
I think we,
mines.
yeah. You guys get beat with yesterday. Everybody was going crazy, and we were trying to make sure we were catching the right people. But it's always fun hanging out with you guys. Do you have a price guide on silica criscola?
Chrysocolla. I do not have a price guide. I have a price guide on turquoise. Man, it's been a while since we've looked ourselves up. Anything you put T.Skies or I'm just
Yeah.
gonna write turquoise value. Maybe we
Yeah,
need to
in
do
our
s-
blog we have everything. We have different categories when it comes to arts, the gemstones, the industry, the metaphysical side of it, our local Hamas. There's a mine in Hamas. I see there's
I've
a.
not been to that mine. I think there's one called Enchantment, which is owned by Gertrude Zachary,
Oh, okay.
kind of in that area.
Hmm.
There's yeah, if you just type in turquoise value, I think we're like the first one that's not a. Well, International Gym Society beat us out on that term. You know what? I think we they used us as a reference for that article. But yeah, there's a whole guide on turquoise there. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. Where are we at?
We got 2 more left.
2 more.
Yep. So we're on to ring number 11. It's a nice, good, adjustable one, and what I would like to call the finger bracelet,
Oh yeah.
because the way that it's.
Is that a Verdi piece?
Yeah,
Oh
Birdie.
yeah, I know her. She's from Peru, New Mexico. So it's
Oh.
cool how that piece came back.
And the turquoise on it. To be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah, probably that Southern Nevada, somewhere on the Royston Belt. Dark green.
Mm-hmm. And you guys see why I always like to call this one the finger
She does
bracelet.
great work. So this is our.
Oh wow, that little shot of red in there too.
Verdi Jake is her name. She uses natural stones.
Gosh.
She works in Peru, New Mexico.
Oh wow.
She works with Mila Cook Johnson. You might see some of her work. And Devin calls it the finger bracelet because it's a cuff. It is adjustable and it's got an adjustable back.
I'll be right back. I am being summoned.
I'm being summoned.
It's a size 9 plus. Beautiful oxidation. She's been making jewelry in Peru there for 20, 25 years. Size 9 plus, so it's starting at a size 9 and it is adjustable. Verdi Jake is her name. She does great work.
Some great stamp work too.
Her uniform. There we go. Beautiful green.
Oh, gorgeous. It might not be, Jaren. Might be just right. It is a 9+. How much would you stretch that up to if you, like, comfortably?
Probably an 11,
Yeah.
without the gap being too big and just kind of
Same
annoying.
thing with bracelets, like you don't want it to fall off.
Yeah. Retail price on this is $180.
With a 30% off, that brings it down to $126 today.
$126.
Gosh. I think this is the first of Ferdy's pieces I've
Ever
seen,
seen?
actually.
She spells the name with a Y, actually.
Ah, good to know.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Right, moving along. Number 12. I think this is a Chinese stone, but it's really pretty.
Oh, wow.
Really dark.
Wow, that is one dark.
There's
Sure.
some of the best turquoise in the world comes from China. We don't see very much of it because they keep it. Though sometimes we do get some good pieces. We also, there's a lot of trade with China for services to do stabilizing for American mines. Maybe Hubei.
Hubei.
Hubu.
The Chinese are starting to be more specific with their turquoise regions. I have no idea where this is from. I'm thinking it's Chinese. One of those mines. It looks like a Nakai piece as well. I don't know if he's got a stamp on it. He does. Nakai. Gilo Nakai. Gilo Nakai. Hilo. Or Gilo. Everyone calls him Gilo. But since it's like a Spanish name, people think it's Hilo. Yeah. Size 8. But it is adjustable. So it could be an 8, 9, 10. It feels a little smaller than that right now. Yeah, it's sized to a 7. So it looks like a 7 or 8 right now. Can be sized up to a 9 or 10. So
They
here-
kind of makes all their rings pretty adjustable usually, right?
Yep, it's smart man.
Everybody wants them.
Well, you see the one ring that wasn't adjustable, everyone's asking if we can get it sized. Yeah,
The retail price on this one
This is
was,
180,
so that brings it down to 126.
126.
126.
30% off today for this holiday
Our
holiday
Cyber
time,
Week,
Cyber Week.
as the rest of the internet calls it.
Beautiful piece.
And Nikai's not making any more, is he? Like he's
So
that's what I think
he
we talked about
personally
that
is
a
not
little bit.
making anymore. He's got a lot of followers and artists that work with him and for him now.
So his apprentice and basically his gallery
Yeah,
still working.
he actually went blind from a cyanide.
Ooh.
Was he the same one that did that squash blossom that
Yep.
is stable? Okay.
Yeah,
so
he did the
that's-
cyanide bombing with that, and there's some dangerous chemicals, and he unfortunately got some in his eyes, and making his jewelry worth a whole lot more because then all of a sudden he's not making the jewelry. So, but yeah, beautiful piece. So there we go.
Yeah, sorry, Jared.
Looking back through our pieces today, this last piece, again, the price is, what was it, 124?
126.
126.
Sold.
Sold. Size
Sold.
8.
Size 8, please. Okay, let's size
Alright,
this to
cool.
8. Can you write a note on that just to size that to 8, and then we'll get that size.
Congrats,
Got it.
Susie.
Congrats,
Congratulations,
Susie.
Susie. Last piece, gone.
I'm just realizing we've had so many Susans lately that I don't know if this is the Susan who asked us to call her Susie. I always forget. I think it is.
I believe it was her, right, Susie?
Awesome. So we're gonna Kathleen, we're gonna go back through and show everything once more that's still available very quickly.
All right, our number one, our vintage, completely hand fabricated piece is $70. Natural stone, appears to be Pilot Mountain. Number three,
The one Kathleen was asking about.
beautiful, man, that Sleeping Beauty stone, size 11.
That's going for $84.
$84, that's a deal. That one would be gone if it was a different size.
Yep.
We've got the Kingman stone, retailing, sold, it's gone.
Oh,
Cool.
Kathleen swooped it up, congratulations.
we know you wanted it, Kathleen.
That's a good price.
And this is number 4 that we're looking at right now.
The next one is Kingman number 4. Yep. Kathleen just bought number 3. Number 4 is Kingman Nugget Stone,
Size 9.
size 9.
And it's going today for $112.
112. What's next, Devin? What else? We have number 7.
Yep, we have number 7.
Number 7 appears to be Emerald Valley
Another great price.
for $70.
For $70.
It's a little- It's a small size. It's size 6.
This one would be great for Catherine. If you're watching, Catherine, I know you got some small fingers.
We've got number 9.
Number 9.
This is the thick flank ring.
Size 10 and a half.
Size 10, probably Kingman. That is on sale today for $112.
And last but
And
not
the
least,
last number
is the
11.
Verdi Jake. Up, number 4 sold.
Alright,
Kingman.
cool.
All right, Cindy.
Congrats, Sydney.
Congratulations. So,
oh, I think this one deserves a home for sure. It's too well made. This is our last piece of the day.
last piece of the day, size 9 plus, 9 to 11, retailing for $180.
Goes for $112 with
112.
30% off. Let's see if I can zoom in on that red. I think we've zoomed in as we can get. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going a bit. So I just want to see that red a little bit more.
You want to hand me the other 2 rings there, Devin? We only have 4 rings left.
Yep, there you go.
Here we go. Get that price tag out of here. Okay, last shot. If you have any questions, if you see something you like, if you're watching the show after the show,
If you're watching it when we don't have the little live icon,
please don't hesitate to reach out. These pieces may still be available. You can reach us at TSkies.com. You can message us on Facebook. You can call us here at the shop, 862-9443. We are here between noon and 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. If you're calling outside of those hours, it's okay. Just leave a message and we'll get back to you. So thanks again, everyone, for coming. It's good to see you. Hope you're staying healthy and safe out there. And I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. We had a pretty crazy weekend. And yeah, it's good to see you. Can you size up the size 6? We could, yes.
is that one adjustable?
So we've got 2 size 6s here. We've got the Emerald Valley and the Pilot Mountain. Pilot Mountain, definitely. We can bring this up to a size 8. Size 5 to size 8.
So the one you're holding right now is number 7, and the other one is number 1.
Number 1 and 7. We could probably bring up this a half size to maybe a full size to a 7. If we go higher than that, we're gonna have to do some heavier work on it.
Number 7 sold to Tasha.
Number
All
7
right.
sold.
All
We don't
right.
have to size that one now, huh? Congratulations, Tasha.
Yep, congratulations.
So I guess we'll just show the last 3 that are available, if you wanna just put them on there. Let's see, so we have, going from left to right, well, the middle one is number 1, coming in at a size 5+. The other one is number 9 on the left side, and the green stone is number 11 at a 9+. So if you guys are interested in any of these after the show, please feel free to give us a message, give us a call, and we'll see if it's still available.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. And we were asking, Debbie was asking when our next show is. We're probably not going to do a show until Friday. We may do a show tomorrow at 5:30, but honestly, with our limited staff right now with COVID, we have to schedule split shifts with different hours. I think we're going to need to wait till Friday, but we'll make Friday worth it. We'll do a really big show on Friday. Thanks for asking, Debbie.
Yep.
On Friday, we'll have some bigger vintage pieces, and we're going to continue to honor our 30% off for Christmas.
Patrick, the size 9,
It's the Verdi. The Verdi's a size 9, Patrick.
coming in on at 126.
126. The stone is. It looks like it's just about 3/4 of an inch by 5/8 of an inch. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for your kind words. You know, a lot of these things, these prices are artist prices. We cut out a lot of the middlemen that you find in mainstream jewelry stores. We do work with the artists. I'm a jeweler. Marco's a jeweler. Devin's a jeweler. You'll see Devin make his own pieces and put them on the show. And Patrick, congratulations.
Sold.
Number 11
Alright.
is
So number 11.
sold.
Awesome. So number 1.
That's a great piece.
Yep.
She's a really great artist, Patrick. Verdi Jake. I've really looked up to her style. I'm looking for a.
Cool.
ring
It's
like
almost a
number
sold-out
size
show.
10.
Gosh, we're on a roll this week.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you Friday. Bye.
Alright, see you guys later.
See ya.